Hello and welcome to the Small Business Sweet Spot. I'm your host, Barb Davids, and this show is dedicated to helping small business owners like you get more organic website traffic, and also to help create and distribute content and analyzing the numbers so that we can make better informed marketing decisions. It is action-oriented, direct, and conversational. And if you've been looking for SEO or content marketing help, please stick around to the very end where I share about the group coaching program, Small Business Sweet Spot. I'm so glad you're here. Let's go. Hello and welcome back to the Sweet Spot. This is the fifth in a 5-part series around my workbook, How to Get 1,000 More Website Visits. It covers my SWEET framework, SWEET. And in the first 4 episodes, we covered SWEE. Today we'll cover T. Tell the world. If you'd like to follow along and get a copy of the workbook, you can visit compassdigitalstrategies.com/PDF. Or you can check the show notes and I put a link there so that you can grab it easily. Okay, let's dive into the T of the SWEET framework. So unlike the Field of Dreams movie where the guy hears about building a baseball field and something's whispering in his ear like, oh, build it and they will come. That is not the same thing with your website. If you build a website, people don't just appear. You have to tell your audience, you have to tell the world that it's there and give them a reason to come to the website. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to share your content with the entire world, your entire audience, wherever you deem your marketing channels to be. By doing this, it is part of content distribution, a vital part of your digital marketing strategy, and a way to increase exposure to your content and thus increase sales. So I'm going to cover a sample distribution plan. And this distribution plan is for a blog post and if your channels are a newsletter and Instagram. Of course, you'll want to modify this depending on what channels you market on. The other thing I would note is at what point in your flow do you want to actually do this part of the tell the world to get more traffic to your website? And that's going to vary, of course, by person to person. I tend to like to do it once I published a blog post. So once it's gone live, I then do this distribution plan. First, I'm going to look through my blog post and see if there's anything that I can pull out that could stand alone on itself, such as a quote or a phrase or something like that. Usually I like to pull 3 at a time and then put them on what's called a quote card. Quote cards are usually just text on a static image. The other option is to put the quote or text on a video or something just slightly moving in the background. I'm sure we've all seen those motivational quotes. That would be considered a quote card. Then I create 3 social captions. These are a little bit different because they're much longer than just a quote. And it might be a summary of the blog post, or it might just be a few more sentences than what I did with the quote card, something that I could really dive into and give some more information about. From those, I create them as different format. So in particular on Instagram, you can create a carousel, a reel, or even a static image. So now I've got 6 pieces of content and all of those can be scheduled out 1 per week. So you have content for 6 weeks. The next thing is to share the blog post for your newsletter subscribers. Technically, you probably wouldn't want to put a whole blog post inside of a newsletter. That can be kind of long. However, what you can do is put a teaser or even a very high-level summary and encourage them to click through and learn more. But be sure to liven up the call to action. For example, if it was a list of unicorn names, you wouldn't necessarily want to put just read more. You might want to say, see the full list of unicorn names. Again, this was just a sample plan, and this was with the intention that I'm marketing or you're marketing just 1 or 2 channels, so just the newsletter and just Instagram. But hopefully this gives you an idea of how to distribute your content. And that wraps up this episode and the workbook series on how to get 1,000 more website visits. Again, you can download the workbook at compassdigitalstrategies.com/PDF, or you can check the show notes for a link so you can easily grab it from there. Stay tuned for more episodes on how to help your business thrive online, and we will see you in the next Sweet Spot. Cheers. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you're looking for SEO and content marketing help, consider joining the Small Business Sweet Spot. It's a group coaching program where you can get answers to your questions about your business directly and clarity around the marketing strategies that you would like to implement in your business. You can find all kinds of information at compassdigitalstrategies.com. And if you like the episode, please tell a friend. Cheers.